Hey Hannah, I haven't uploaded anything recently, and that's because for some reason Windows Movie Maker on my computer doesn't like it when I try to put if I record something on my camera and then upload it to my computer. It doesn't like that file for some reason. I have to download a completely different version of Windows Movie Maker. I'm using a webcam to film these, so it doesn't have the greatest quality, but I can edit my videos, which is so nice. Okay, so I couldn't think of a topic for a while, which is why you didn't get a video from me. But I decided, because I now have over 300 books, oh my god, I am going to do kind of like a review of some of them. I'm going to start with the author's last name beginning with A. The first book is Speak by Laurie Anderson. If you remember, we had to read this book in 8th grade. I think you were still there. I don't really remember. But I really did like this book. I thought it was well written. I really liked the subjects that it dealt with, like bullying. And if you remember, 8th grade wasn't the greatest of years. And I kind of identified with Melinda. Not as far as what happened to Melinda, but the friend bullying thing. I kind of understood that, and I connected with the character through there. I liked the way it was written. How chapters just kind of randomly appear there. And most of the time I hate when there isn't varied sentence structure, but for this book I really didn't mind it. One thing I didn't particularly like about it, talking, it was this, and it said, Mrs. Collins, and then what she says, and then me, nothing, rather than just said I didn't say anything. I mean, it made it sound more like it was happening at that current moment. It just kind of bothered me a bit. And then I liked how at the end of every quarter it gave her report card and said what quarter was going on. But yeah, so I really like this book. Alright, book number 2, Go Ask Alice by Anonymous. I have mixed feelings about this book. When I first read it, I wasn't that old, and I wasn't really into these type of books. I've never really been into the type of books where it's written as if it's a diary. Though to be perfectly honest, this is probably the one book I've read like that, so I can't really judge it. But, see, it's not that this book has to do with drugs that bothers me. I don't know, there's just something about it I don't really like. I like the book Crank and all, that series. I don't know why. I love that it was written so differently, but for some reason this book, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I'm sure a lot of people like it, maybe you like it, I don't really know. But for me, I'm not that big of a fan. I don't know. Alright, so the next book is actually 3 books, because they're all written by the same author, and they're all in a series, and I'm not sure what the name of the series is, but here we go. It's The Summoning, The Awakening, and The Reckoning. So, I really liked this book series. I liked the way it was written. I liked the basis. I loved the plot because it was something new. If you notice, she kept tying in a necklace or some type of a necklace in it, the covers, and I really liked that. I just like the consistency with everything. I liked the way she wrote. The characters were well developed. I mean, there were times when it was kind of hard to keep up with, but I still really liked the series. It's not my favorite by any means, but it was a really good read, and I recommend it to anyone who's looking for a nice little book series. The next book is Nightfall by Isaac Asimov and Robert Shielberg. Okay, I know this is going to sound really hypocritical because of that painting, but I hate science fiction. I hate science fiction books. I love Doctor Who, but I hate science fiction books. I don't know why, something about them, I can't read them. I find them boring. It doesn't matter if their author is amazing, and I thought this was dry, uninteresting. Honestly, the only reason I read this was because it was a summer reading for English. I hated it so much. And I'm done talking about it. Alright. The last book, but it is The Den of Shadows Quartet, written by Amelia Atwater-Rhodes. So on the back, it's got you a little thing of all 4. So so in the Forest of the Night, it was rather short, and I wish it was a bit longer, but I really did like it. I do wish they would have continued on with Riska's story a little bit, but it was really good. Demon in My View was my favorite out of the 4. I absolutely loved this one. It was well written, and I thought it was so cool because, you know, I write books, and I think it would be amazing if my two favorite characters came out and was like, hey, how's it going? You want to have a conversation? Even though that's not really what happens. Shattered Mirror, honestly, I don't remember that one at all. Like, I remember the other three, but I do not remember the third one. So, I can't really review it. I don't remember a thing about it. And the last one, Midnight Predator, I did like this one. I didn't like the ending, though. Like, it's not like the ending was bad, it's just it kind of cut off. And you don't really know what happens, and that kind of annoyed me. But it was a really good book. I recommend it. So there you go. Those are the only books I have where the author's last name starts with the letter A. I hope that it's warm in New Mexico. It's freezing here. Talking -15 with the wind chill, but still really cold for no apparent reason. It's terrible. I hope you're not freezing to death like I am. And I will see you later.